29/9/2023 Morning Murli Om Shanti Bab Dada Madhuvan. Essence. Sweet children, to be very cautious of bad company, because by keeping bad company you perform wrong action and you forget to remember the Father. Question. On the basis of which manners can you children make your stage progress? Answer. If you ever make a mistake, you should have the manners to ask the Father to forgive you. You should say, "The Father, I am sorry." There should not be the slightest trace of the body consciousness in this field. It is through this that your stage will continue to progress. The basis of your stage of ascent is keeping your heart honest with the Father. Never consider yourself to be very clever. Everyone can make mistake because as yet no one has become complete. Song. We have to follow the path where we may fall, and therefore we have to be cautious. Om Shanti. Something or other has to be said, and so it's good to say Om Shanti. Soul have to told of their original religion. The Father says, "I am peaceful and I reside in the land of peace." Originally you are souls, and your original religion is peace. The whole world is crying out for peace, but no one knows what peace is. They think that there will be a peace when all the fighting and quarreling that is going on stop. However, that kind of peace is of no use. Some husbands and wives quarrel at home, whereas others don't. This is not peace. Peace is totally distinct from that. Peace is the original religion of soul. In fact, the Father's original religion is also peace. Who is Father of souls? The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. What is his religion? His religion is also peace. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, resides in the land of peace. We were also resident of the land of peace. Tell anyone who comes, the religion of one self is peace. Is it not? Originally, you are resident of that place, and you have come here to play your parts. Each part definitely has to be played through a body. In fact, there is no need to go into a jungle etc. for peace. Souls know their original religion. At night, when souls become tired, they become bodiless and peaceful. At night, there is a dead silence. Noise starts as soon as dawn starts. That night and day are limited, whereas this night and day are unlimited. Having played your part of 84 birth, you souls have become tired. This is why you souls say that you now want to return to the land of peace. The Father also say, "Remember the land of peace and the land of happiness." You will not have remembrance while you are in the land of happiness. It is in the land of sorrow in the land of peacelessness, that you have remembrance. Therefore, the father says, children, the play is now about to end. You have to return home. Then for you, there will be a peace as well as happiness. The father says, I am your guide. I have come to take you back on on your true pilgrimage. Is there only one guide to the land of peace, or do these children also become guide? Nothing can accomplished by just one. This is such a huge army. Everyone faces in turn toward the land of peace. That land is far beyond. It is not far to travel to Badrinath or Amarnath. In fact, it is very easy to go there. Acha, is it easier to go to the Sapt- Shav- Shaval region and the soul world, or is it easier to go to Amarnath and Badrinath? Are the Shaval region and the soul world nearer than Amarnath and Badrinath? The Shaval region and the soul world seems to be very far away, but it does not take very long to go there. It's just a matter of seconds. You simply have to remember them with your intellect. It's nothing new to go on physical pilgrimage. You have been going on those pilgrimage for half a cycle. Only the one only the one Father comes and takes you on this spiritual pilgrimage. You are the long lost and now found children. It is you who have to show the path of others. You can go to the temples and explain the deities rule their kingdom. Who made them worthy of worship? You understand that you were worthy of worship and that you have now become worshippers. Therefore, the status of worshippers is lower than the status of being worthy of worship. The Father makes you worthy of worship. You were deities worthy of worship, and you have now become worshippers. Now renounce worshipping and become worthy of worship again. Maya creates many obstacles. Innocent one has assaulted so much, no one is prevented from going to other other pilgrimage places, temple or spiritual gathering. Here Maya causes you a great deal of distress while you are making effort to change from a worshipper to being worthy of worship. You fall again and again. Mostly you fall into the ditch of lust. The Father says, don't become dirty. Be careful about this. The worst thing is to climb once onto the pyre of lust and down in the ocean of poison. The Father says, children, lust is the greatest enemy. This is why you must never even think about indulging in vice. It is through this that you become dirty. Don't think that the poison is removed from the intellect of all those who come here. When they see one another, some experience storm within themselves to become dirty. The Father says, never become dirty. Don't chase after anyone. Never make effort to fall into vice. The Father continues to save you from that. There is the struggle of falling down and taking care not to fall again. Maya creates many storms. There was a very good, obedient, and faithful, serviceable child who was slapped so hard by Maya that he was completely finished. He did that was in the drama. He died. that was in the drama. Maya makes you dirty. It is the Maya who, not the father, that causes you sorrow for the half a cycle. They falsely blame God, saying that God gives happiness and sorrow. They do not consider God to be the Father. How could the Supreme Soul cause sorrow for anyone? If the Supreme Soul were to cause sorrow, human beings would cause even greater sorrow for each other. The Father explains, it is you who create such karmic account for yourself. You perform wrong action when you come under the influence of bad company, and you forget the Father. He is ordinary, and so children forget him. The Father would only give very good teachings. However, you forget them. The Father explains you. You don't have complete yoga. Don't think of yourself as someone who only has to give lecture. There is also the story of a Pandit. He told others that they would be able to go across the river by saying Rama Rama. However, he himself could not go across it. He asked for a boat to take him across. He himself could not do what he told other to do. Things should not simply be said. They have to be done as well. Your words, deeds, and behavior should all be equal. This is why you must not forget the Father. Baba makes you into those who never forget nor make mistakes. The Father Baba makes you into those who never forget or make mistakes. The Father says, if you make a mistake, come and ask for forgiveness and say, I am sorry. For instance, if the Shiv Baba says, this is your mistake, then say, okay Baba, please forgive me. Some good children even don't have the manners to do this. They make a huge mistake, so they should at least ask to be forgiven. However, they consider themselves to be very clever. If you commit a sin, you must ask for forgiveness. Otherwise, that sin will continue to increases. Your intellect yoga with the Father needs to be very good. Although some do this very good lectures, no one has yet become complete. Until the end, you will continue to fall and try to save yourself. You say, Baba, I made this mistake. Peaceful for, please forgive me. O merciful one, please forgive me. On the path of devotion, they continue to ask for forgiveness throughout the day. They pray to Father, please forgive me. Do not let Dharmanas punish me. This is why a great deal of caution is needed. Do you think that you have become 16 celestial degree full? No. Many children write to Baba and say that they have many impure dreams and that they are not able to remember Baba. You should not consider yourself to be clever. It is only at the end that you will become 16 celestial degree full. At this time you are still eclipsed. You have yet to reach that complete stage. While sitting here, you will continuously to fly because souls are tired at the end of the cycle. They are pulled to go home. They are in hurry to go home quickly, but they first have to become worthy. Some